Center 10 with Ron Hoon and Diane Ryan, Brent Khalil, Jim Schneebelt, and the team from News Center 10.
Tonight, a uranium processing plant is closed down as investigators try to find the reason for an accident there yesterday. In Phoenix, a deadly fire on the south side of the city.
At least 2 children are dead in that fire.
We'll have that story. And for those of you looking for some winter air travel bargains, advice, and a warning. And we'll recap today's playoff action in the NFL. These and more next on News Center 10. Good evening, everyone. Ron Hoon is away this evening. I'm Dave Patterson.
And I'm Diane Ryan. 2 young children are dead after a fire in a South Phoenix home last night. Janine LaCure reports that they were alone and locked in with almost no chance of surviving.
Today, the house on West South Mountain Avenue is a burned-out shell. Last night, it was the scene of a fire that burned so intensely that 4 blocks away you could see the flames. Inside, 2 small boys. Police got there before anyone else. They could hear the children screaming.
Police officers were on the scene first, had smoke coming from the house and heavy fire through the front of the house, smoke in the back of the house, heard kids inside. At least one of them told me that, and couldn't get to it. So our troops tried to get to the back, but when it's too hot for our troops, it's very, very hot.
4-year-old Ezekiel Gomez and his 3-year-old brother Toby died in the fire. Their mother, Linda Gomez, left the boys with a man, an acquaintance. She says she can't remember his name. She went to a neighborhood bar, only gone about an hour. At the scene of the fire, there was no trace of the man. The house was locked with the children in it. Witnesses say Mrs. Gomez nearly knocked police down trying to get inside.
She had left him here with her husband and went somewhere and came back, and the place was half burned down by the time she got back. She tried to run in there and they stopped her, wouldn't let her go in.
Only a few feet from the house, Gomez waited in a fire department van, still unaware that her children were dead. Firefighters now say the blaze started in a mattress in the living room. Arson has been ruled out, but they still don't know exactly what sparked the fatal flames.
It's a wood frame house, and the fire appears to have come from the south end of it, given the burn pattern, but the cause is still under investigation. And of course, with the 2 deaths, it's going to be, worked on by PD homicide and everything else.
Janine LaCure, News Center 10.
Officials are looking for the man who was with the 2 boys before the fire. He is believed to be an illegal alien, and he has not been seen since that fire.
Well, there's been a hard day of cleanup and investigation at that uranium processing plant in Oklahoma, where a huge canister of radioactive gas burst open yesterday. One worker at the Kerr-McGee plant was killed by the deadly fumes, and more than 100 had to be treated for injuries caused by breathing the gas. The substance, hexafluoride gas, does contain some minute particles of uranium. But radioactivity is not the danger in this case. It was a cloud of acid that was formed when the gas combined with air. Nuclear experts say there is no threat from radiation, but the plant remains closed while they clean it up and work on procedures to make sure it does not happen again. 2 people are dead and 3 are injured, and 1 person missing after an accident in the Gulf of Mexico. An accident happened when a helicopter that was taking oil workers out to a barge flipped over with high winds, and a search for the missing man is now underway. Tales of horror are now being told by the guards that were taken hostage at this prison in West Virginia on New Year's Day. The guards were forced to watch the murders of inmates who were believed to be informers. They say the killings were brutal. The inmates were stabbed and mutilated by other inmates. The rioting lasted 2 days, and it left 3 convicts dead before it ended.
A state of maximum alert still in effect in Colombia. The concern is that the volcano that blew last November, killing 25,000 people, might erupt again. 5 towns were evacuated yesterday, and those people are being told today to remain out of the area. And lawmen say they're closing in on 2 more terrorists who could be responsible for the attack on Rome's airport. Police are preparing composite drawings of the suspects. The 2 were implicated by a 3rd terrorist already in custody. Meantime, Libyan leader Muammar Gaddafi called a clandestine news conference to deny any connection with the attacks on Rome and Vienna. Gaddafi also denied that terrorist training camps are operating in Libya.
Back here in the valley, the downfall of former Phoenix newspaper publisher Duke Tully may be the result of a casual comment from an ex-employee. Tully has now admitted that he faked a military career, but it was last summer that the former employee, a writer for the Arizona Republic and the Gazette, mentioned Tully's then undisclosed lie to Maricopa County Attorney Tom Collins. Collins investigated further, and then he made the masquerade public. The writer, Dick Rose, says he did not realize the implications of what he was saying to Collins. Well, the new year brings a new face to Phoenix City government, that of Paul Johnson, elected last month to fill the District 3 council seat. Linda Williams joins us this evening to report on some of the plans Johnson has for District 3 and some of the hurdles that may face him politically.
One of those hurdles is related to Johnson's age. At 26, he brings a little political experience to the council seat, but he says he hopes to offset that with enthusiasm.
Departing District 3 Councilman Barry Starr literally rode off into the sunset following last week's swearing-in ceremony at the Phoenix City Council. When the dust settles, many eyes will probably shift to the new kid on the block. At age 26, Paul Johnson is the youngest councilman in the city's history. He overcame the stigma attached to his youth to win a close runoff election against Ann Lynch. The next hurdle appears to be the job itself. A job he says he can bring enthusiasm and energy to because of his age. Yet, Johnson says his age shouldn't be a major issue.
When a person's political conscience rises, and mine has just risen at a young age, and I'm very excited about the city, and that can happen to you at 20, and it can happen to you at 65. I don't think that there is any age limit to those types of things.
Like Phoenix Mayor Terry Goddard, Johnson is very supportive of an open city government. Though Johnson was sworn into the city council last week, his campaign headquarters here remain open. He says he wants to remain available to citizens of District 3, and that once he does vacate headquarters here, he will open a District 3 office.
We're also trying to establish some type of a permanent office here in the district where people can come in, and if they have problems, they can talk it over with the councilman or with an assistant to any problems that they may have district-wide.
Which means that Paul's wife, Krista, and his two sons, Paul Jr. and Justin, are going to have to share him with an awful lot of people. But Krista Johnson says she's ready for the challenge.
I've been adjusted to the hours for a long time, but it doesn't bother me because we go to a lot of things together, and I plan to work with him also.
Johnson says that since he was elected, he has received about 20 calls from citizens in his district, citizens who have a wide variety of problems. And Dave, he says he's ready and willing to help each and every one.
Is he giving up his former occupation to do this full-time?
Yes, he is. He was a general contractor, Paul Johnson Contracting. He says he's giving that up and he's going to dedicate it full-time to District 3.
Good. Thank you very much, Linda.
Still to come, Jim Schneebelt has the forecast for our somewhat cloudy skies.
But first, a warning for travelers.
For some, winter is the ideal time to travel, but what you don't know about special discount airfares can hurt you. I'm Alfonso Duran, and I'll have more when Newscenter 10 at 6 continues.
When Princess Diana boogied at the ballet in a daring gown, she scandalized England.
See the exclusive photos in the Star magazine this week.
Are Rambo and Mother Teresa America's favorite heroes? Did Mary Lou finish ahead of Don Johnson? Check out the surprising results of the Star's nationwide poll.
Also, in the Star, Gary Coleman's kidney transplant nightmare.
Burt Reynolds says health rumors threatened his career.
And get the recipes of Weight Watchers' new Quick Start Plus diet just by reaching for the brighter new Star.
Your data transport system. Nothing controls the pulse of your company like it. If it's outdated, it can foul up communications, lose transmissions, or go down, leaving employees playing instead of producing. That's why Mountain Bell introduces Digicom, a digital transport system that makes your company more productive by transmitting high-speed data with 99.9% accuracy. Digicom, when your data transport system is working, so is your company.
There's very good news in your Sunday newspaper. It's good news about the Protection Plus hospital plan that pays cash benefits direct to you for each day of a covered hospital stay. But the best news of all is you can't be turned down for any reason. Your acceptance is guaranteed. It's the all-new Protection Plus hospital plan from my good friends at Physicians Mutual. Watch for it in your Sunday newspaper.
We're here when you need us, Physicians Mutual.
Great rates are back again at your 8 Valley Chevy dealers. Get 7.9% financing on new Celebrities, the best-selling midsize car in America. Novas, all new from Toyota and Chevrolet. Cavaliers, they outsell everybody. Half-ton Chevy pickups, 2- and 4-wheel, plus the El Camino, 7.9. Don't get left behind this time. See your 8 Valley Chevy dealers. Ray Cordy, Midway, Sands, Thoroughbred, Brown & Brown, Chapman, Courtesy, and Ludrow.
There were two winners in last night's drawing for the Pick Lottery game. Jackpot was $930,000, and that's the largest one-week jackpot on record in the state. The lottery officials say the sales for the Pick have just been outrageously large, probably due to the fact that the winning amounts have been so big recently. The winning numbers, in case you didn't get them, 3, 5, 8, 19, 26, and 35.
The shuttle Columbia is set for launch at 5 minutes after 5 tomorrow morning, Arizona time. Columbia is this country's first shuttle, and it's been 2 years since she's flown in space. The countdown is said to be going remarkably smoothly. A record 15 shuttle launches are scheduled for this year.
Well, for those people who are about to launch themselves on winter vacations, you've probably already heard about some big breaks on airline fares.
But Alfonso Duran is live with advice. If you take advantage of those fares, be careful. Alfonso.
Well, Diane, Dave, we could be soon in the middle of another airline price wars. We are live at Sky Harbor Airport, and Continental Airlines has just announced what it's calling its winter airfares. Now, included in those fares is a $65 one-way discount ticket. That's anywhere in the United States for anyone 65 years of age or older. Now, that, of course, is a good deal for any senior traveler, but if you're not too careful, that discount ticket could end up costing you even more than a regular fare.
This is Sherry from Sundance Travel in Phoenix.
Travel agents say they're literally swamped with calls anytime a major carrier announces discount rates, and this time was no exception. Agents are encouraging travelers to take advantage of the lower fares. Some of the more popular winter havens for Valley residents are Mexico, Hawaii, and the Caribbean. Regardless of the destination, travelers welcome the discounts no matter what time of year.
I think they're marvelous. I'm a senior citizen and we can't travel too often. So the cheaper they make it, the more often we can go see our grandchildren.
The special fares are also expected to give airlines an economic boost during a normally slow period.
We expect it to, generate new travel for us and maybe pick up some people that would not be flying this time of the year.
But for some consumers, special fares don't always mean saving money. Most discount fares are sold with restrictions. Continental's winter fares, for example, are good only on a Tuesday or a Wednesday, and you must purchase tickets at least 2 weeks in advance. And canceling a discount fare with most any airline will cost you money.
You are charged 25% of the fare that you have actually paid, so you don't get your full refund back. You see, or in some cases, you do not get any of your money back. None of these tickets are refundable, because once you've actually given your money and bought these airline tickets, then you're stuck.
Well, experts say go ahead and take advantage of all the discount airfares you can find. Just make certain that you are going to take that trip before you hand over any money. And another advantage of all this is, of course, that once a major airline announces discount fares, the other ones soon follow. So, Dave, Diane, we soon could be seeing even more discounts than this at more airlines.
Good. Thank you, Alfonso. Of course, this time of the year, where would you go?
Here.
Stay right here. Jim Schneebelt has our weather when we come back.
He says that if you didn't know this was January, you'd guess it was spring.
That's right. Here comes the sunshine and the 70s. The forecast is next. Stay with us.
Here comes the fun. Your Dodge dealer's Drive for a Million sale is on right now, and we're making it with 8.6 financing or cash back. We're making it with $1,000 cash back on a selection of great cars, 8.6 or 500 cash back on 16 other models. 8.6, you can't beat it. Plus a 5-year or 50,000-mile protection plan. Join the fun at your favorite Dodge boy today.
Valley Dodge, Spotlight Dodge, Earnhardt Dodge, and Earnhardt's in Tempe.
20 million Americans suffer with false teeth. 3 out of 4 Americans lose teeth to gum disease. Gum disease is the major dental problem among adults. Each dental health office has gum specialists. Together, we can put false teeth in a museum where they belong, not in your mouth. If your gums bleed or your teeth are loose, get a periodontal screening exam by calling the doctors of dental health.
Now, let's have a look. That's
No two doctors are alike.
lights, action,
That's why when you choose MaxiCare Health Plan, you can choose your own MaxiCare doctor. A doctor who will know you and who you can see as often as you need without ever paying a deductible or filling out any forms. MaxiCare lets you pick a doctor you feel comfortable with.
Very good, very good. Well done.
Well, even though we had those clouds out there today, it was still weather we could brag about.
It's hot in here right now, a little bit.
We need to turn the air conditioning on.
Yeah.
It's January. What's going on here? And
You tell us.
temperatures are warming up more.
Really?
We did hit 70 degrees today officially, and it looks like we could be in the upper 70s by the end of the week. So I guess break out the suntan lotion, enjoy it. It looks like I say, the little storm system that moved through has already moved out of here, so our weather should be improving a little bit. The sun should return. Temperatures warming up. Today's high officially here at Newscenter 10, 70 degrees. The low this morning, 46, normal for this date, 64 and 39, so we were a few degrees above that. And the record high, 80, set back in 1927. We could be close to that 80-degree mark by the end of the week. And the record low, 23 degrees, set back in 1950. Current temperature still very pleasant out there, 65 degrees at this hour at Sky Harbor Airport. Winds from the west at 6, humidity 35%, dew point temperature at 37. Rain still so far officially none yet this year, although we did have just a trickle this afternoon, officially just a trace here at Newscenter 10, and that puts us about 0.12 of an inch below normal. Pressure now 30.10 and rising. Here are the highs from across the state today. On the warm side, especially in the desert, 76 in Yuma, 71 in Gila Bend, 73 Lake Havasu, 71 Bullhead City, 70 in Phoenix, Tucson, 67, Douglas, 63, even close to the 50-degree mark up at Flagstaff, 48 for them, 47 the Grand Canyon, 45 at Page, 47 Winslow and Show Low, and 58 Safford, 63 Douglas. Did I forget anybody? Yeah, 53 at Prescott up there. As far as cloud cover goes, it's already moving off. These clouds have really scooted off to the east real quickly. They scurried through last night, and now they're just still probably causing some scattered shower activity up in the White Mountains, but mainly that'll be moving off into New Mexico over the next couple of hours. Already clearing out over western Arizona, and with no more clouds to speak of out to the west of us, just a few low clouds in the California valleys. Those won't be making it here. And you can see way out to the west of us, nothing going on, so we're going to be expecting quite a few days of sunshine, maybe as much as a week or so of sunshine without any interruptions. This weak little storm system now moving onto the coast of Washington will be staying well to the north of us, maybe causing some light rain and snow showers in the upper mountains in Nevada and Utah, also into Idaho and Wyoming. But this is the little trough of low pressure that moved through here last night, and it's already moving off towards West Texas, so it's basically history for us, and we're going to see a clearing trend develop that should continue over the next several days. Very quiet across much of the nation's southern half. Weak little storm swirling around the Great Lakes, causing a little bit of lake effect snow there. Another cold front causing heavy snow up in the northeast, about 18 inches in parts of Vermont, Maine, and New Hampshire, as much as a foot of snow in parts of Maryland and New York. And that cold front moving off the coast, causing some heavy thunderstorms down in southern Florida. As you can see on radar now, heavy thunderstorms down around the Miami area, but they're moving offshore as well. Still some light snow falling in Pennsylvania and New York, a little bit of light snow in southern Minnesota, and also some light snow flurries in the northern Rockies. Still some light rain showers in the White Mountains, but out to the west of us, not much going on. Things have quieted down over California, so it looks like the rain has ended for just about for the state of Arizona, and it'll be very dry throughout the next several days. Temperature-wise, the hot spot, West Palm Beach, Florida, 82. The cold spot, Houghton, Maine, 17 below zero. And other high temperatures, very seasonal, with the exception of the southeast, 42 only in Atlanta, 40 in Memphis, 48 in New Orleans, 15 degrees the high in Sault Ste. Marie, and in the 20s and 30s in the northern Rockies, 62 in Las Vegas, 50 in Reno, and in the 60s and 70s out along the California coast. Around here tonight, no big change temperature-wise. We'll see temperatures much like they have been over the last several days, and really not much cloud cover to speak of. Tomorrow, a bit of a warming trend with the sunshine returning up into the 70s, and that warming trend will continue throughout the entire week. Look at that, by Thursday, 76 degrees a high, maybe even 78, so it looks like we'll be close to that 80-degree mark. Could be a record setter by the latter part of the week. In the meantime, though, the valley forecast for tonight, clearing and cool, our low about 45 degrees. Tomorrow, sunny and warmer, the high near 70, and Tuesday, still sunny and warmer still, up to 74. So it looks like very unseasonable. I hope you all enjoy it.
Boy, no complaints here.
Okay,
Thank
great.
you.
Well, downtown Phoenix, the site this morning of the second annual New Year's resolution run. And from the size of the crowd, looks like a lot of people had some new resolutions they wanted to kick off. The participants ran in a 1-mile fun run or a 10K race along Central Avenue. Now, they all had little entry fees, and the proceeds go to charities providing legal services to the poor and to law-related education programs. And in Dallas, detectives yesterday won almost as big as the Cowboys lost. The Vice Squad raided a shack at an abandoned football field, and they caught more than 150 people about to place bets on the Cowboys-Rams game. The operation cracked a gambling ring, netted about $12,000.
Up next, for the second year in a row, the Chicago Bears will play for the NFC Championship.
And this time, they will play at home in a chilly Soldier Field. Fred Khalil has that and more coming up next in sports.
Are you aware of how you affect your children? These pictures were drawn by your children and the children of other alcoholics. They were asked to draw how they perceive their mom or dad. Don't let them see you like this. It's obvious that alcoholism affects the whole family. Phoenix General Hospital's Alcoholism and Drug Abuse Center has a way to help. Call them at 279-4411.
Who beat Ford and Toyota in a recent Southwestern survey? Renault, that's who. New car shoppers rated Alliance and Encore superior in 29 out of 30 categories.
You could feel the bumps in the Corolla, where in the Alliance you could not.
I think overall the Renault is a classier looking car. It looks like a more expensive car.
After driving it, I would pick the Renault.
Now get a holiday bonus up to $700 on Renault. Hurry, see your Arizona Jeep Renault dealer today.
Hi, Dave Pizer and Little Woofy for Fitwell Auto Reupholstery Centers. The craftsmen at Fitwell can reupholster any part of your car, truck, boat, or motorhome. When you come to a Fitwell store and see our huge selection of fabrics, you will get the feeling you're in an auto redecorating center. When you see our low estimate, you will know you are at Fitwell. We hope you will allow us an opportunity to bid on your next auto reupholstery job. Thank you.
It's the first weekend of a brand new year, and we're kicking it off right with a special salute to the best of 1985. You'll see who made their mark in the